Now from the so-called City Beautiful and home to the Madden Studios, this is EA Sports coverage of the National Football League from Orlando, Florida. Today, it's a Week 9 matchup, and we are all set to go, as it'll be the Las Vegas Raiders taking on the Chargers of Orlando. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final 2 bring us as we're off in Week 9? Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
Crowd right. Hey, go lion.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Give them 15 yards to start their first drive of the game. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
Finds through, and now a crease. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That one good for 13 and a Charger first.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert eluding the pressure right. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. The wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now second down. The Chargers sitting at 5-2 on the year, and they come in with fresh legs. They got the extra time off thanks to an early season open week.
And usually your hope is that your open week comes a little bit later in the year. But when you get a chance to get your fresh legs back, you have to take that time and run with it, and that's what they're trying to get done here.
On second down, it's Glover. Down the left sideline. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. A great effort there. His 8th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Chargers will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Extra point laid down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25.
Here we go, set.
Slot man moves right. And they'll send the slot in motion left. They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
The opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. The slot man in motion right. And he'll get it here on the touch pass. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
And that's something you have to get ready for defensively, because in today's NFL, teams will use their wide receivers on jet sweeps, end arounds. They'll move them back in the backfield and make them running backs. Partner, this was much more of a tap pass, but effective nonetheless.
And I think both guys love it. If you're a quarterback, it's an easy completion. If you're a wide receiver, you get the easy reception and also a chance to try to make a play with your feet. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. He's going to handle it on the touch pass. Oh, that is well read defensively. A great job of setting the edge, and that little touch pass is going to turn into a loss. Well, I think the hope is, with a touch pass like that, maybe you catch the defense off guard, but they were all over that one.
And it is the kind of play that works better against certain defenses, and this clearly was the wrong one to run into. Really nice job getting him down behind the line of scrimmage.
Slot man moves right. They'll get it forward to him on the touch pass. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter one. From the red zone now, Young. Escaping the pressure right. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
That was an interesting look there, because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
Looking for Godwin, but it's intercepted. Picked by Kenneth Murray. And bulldozing his way through. This one back. It's a pick six and a Charger TD. CD, what a sensational start for this defense. Instead of just forcing the 3 and out, which they were about to do, they pick it off and take it in for the score.
Yeah, I mean, they didn't just settle for the standard good way to start a game. They started in dramatic fashion. Take it away, score points, and guess what? They'll be flying to go back out there on defense again after that play.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. The no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on first down. On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Red, yellow. Red, cycle.
Throwing, Young. That one complete to Trey Tucker. Breaks the tackle, he's got room to run. Still on his feet. Inside the 10. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Trey Tucker, his first touchdown on the year. And the Raiders are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Lutz with the extra point, and that'll make our score 14-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. And you figure this should be a healthy, a rested, a focused unit, and they're working on a good winning streak. They had the week off last week. This is really a team, Charles, that should be in top 4.
I would agree absolutely with that. What coaches worry about, what organizations worry about, though, is overconfidence. They've been playing so well, and now they've had that extra time off. And we've seen teams come back off the open week and come out flat. So what a lot of good coaches do is they kind of game plan for that with their teams. On defense, they may blitz more in the beginning to get them going. On offense, they may go more up-tempo. Anything to get them out of that lethargy right at the beginning.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
Baylor Tiger! Baylor Tiger! Crowd right.
Herbert just beat the play clock. And he's got this to Jefferson. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 27 yards there, a first down. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes and just runs past people. Sometimes you get people to back off so far that you can catch everything underneath. But still, at some point in the game, you probably have to make some contested catches, right? Sometimes you have to go up and beat a defender for the football. He has that in his arsenal as well.
Showed it right there.
Despite writing it down on my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job by the big fellas up front.
So 3 plays, already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time.
Ready!
Herbert, quick pass out wide. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5. A few moving pieces on that play because that was an RPO, was it not?
It was, but one important piece that didn't move incorrectly, the offensive line. Because when you're running this play, as he continued down the line of scrimmage, sometimes the lineman can wander downfield. And if you're more than a yard downfield, it's illegal to throw the football at that point. But they held their ground, held their spot, and turned it into a nice game. That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
They'll try to run this one in. And he will get in across the track for a Chargers touchdown. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Chargers go up by 2 touchdowns. The extra point splits the uprights, and it's now 21-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds, so really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. A good starting spot for the Raiders as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Young to throw it. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
Young's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10.
6, Mega, Blue, Black, Green Jack. Ready.
Now back to throw. He finds his man complete. That's Jacobs. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a 1st down as well.
Right.
Now Young going to move him around.
Right. Right.
The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
Come on, set. Watch out now. 50 Fury. Smash. Red. Squad red. Yellow.
And they'll bring the big tight end across the formation left. First and 10, Young. Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
Black shot. Blue striker.
The slot man in motion right.
And he'll get an opportunity with it on the touch pass.
As he's got this down inside the 40 to the 39. So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. Off the play fake, Young.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers 21. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue.
Black blue. Black ultra. Ready?
They'll throw again. Young. He finds his man complete. It's Jacobs. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal.
Not liking the look. They'll change the play. Jacobs will cross the line. He's in. Touchdown, Raiders.
Lutz to try to add the PAT. It's up and good. This becomes a 21-14 ball game now. On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away.
And this will be returned from deep in the end zone.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going.
And, you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good.
There he goes, left side. And all the way down to the 29.
117 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this first half.
Great run there, but it looked like they were going to have him for the stop. He was able to push through. They didn't wrap up defensively.
No, they didn't. All credit to the runner for making it happen, breaking through some contact and going a long way. But the defensive guys, when they watch this on tape, they're not going to be real happy with themselves. They had a great opportunity that they let slip through their hands.
On first down, they'll run with Nwangu. And a good-looking run there as he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18-yard line.
Herbert operating from the red zone.
And an off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Hey, Ray.
Justin Herbert looking to pass.
And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
Well, every point certainly counts at this stage of the game. But after driving so far, you absolutely know they want to finish it with 6 instead of 3.
21.
Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And the Chargers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taking them no time at all to get down here. And now they're set up for the 1st and goal.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
Let's go, let's go.
Now they'll try and set up the quarterback draw here.
And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Justin Herbert, his 19th touchdown now of the season.
And the Chargers add 6 to their lead.
Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. He's got it as they double up the lead. This one's now 28-14. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return.
Now a crease here as he's past the 30. He might take this all the way. He will take this all the way. Touchdown, Raiders. Lutz will look to add the extra point. He's got it, and they're back within a touchdown at 28-21. So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff.
He will return this from deep in the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
The Charger drive about to get going.
Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. They've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So, to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Crowd right.
Herbert.
They'll get this to the Wangu.
And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down.
Let's go. Hold the troops right.
Herbert now.
He's going to find Jefferson open downfield.
And he's brought down. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
Let's go. 5-9. Hey, ram. Go.
Herbert setting up to throw on 1st down. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he's going to be down at the 35. Gain of 7. Now the Chargers will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1.
Baylor tight.
Herbert throwing again. Flush to his right. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped.
Herbert able to show his wheels as he gets the first.
And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter.
First and 10 at the 22-yard line.
'59. 21. Ready.
A final shot before the break for Herbert. Flushed out right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down.
This, the second meeting of these two teams. You might recall they met back in week 5. And it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home.
So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. It's a 39-yard attempt, right hash. And his kick is good. But now there is a penalty marker on the field, so let's see what this is about. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
Ready? Mega. 1, 10.
Slot man moves right.
Ready.
And he'll get it here on the touch pass. And that is not fooling anyone. He never had a chance to turn the corner there. And they'll go backwards right away. This defense now. Bit on that touch pass.
And this has become one of those kind of in vogue plays, you know, kind of like the shuffle pass was a few years ago.
Right.
This one never got off the ground, but you understand why a lot of teams are running it. These wide receivers, a lot of them, they run like running backs with the ball in their hands.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. A Raider first down, 17 yards.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left.
He's going to handle it on the touch pass.
And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. Looking to speed things up here, though, with some tempo. Young on 3rd down.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
In motion, the tight end. On 1st and 10, Young. He finds his man, complete. It's Jacobs. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
2nd down and a little more than a yard here. Hand off left side, Pierce.
A beautiful fake. And he's going to get this inside the 30. A Raider first down, 17 yards.
Some big plays in the passing game on this drive, and here's one out of the running game. So the passing game loosening things up. Now there's room to roam.
Red, yellow. Red, cycle. Yellow, go.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left.
Blaster, 6. 6, mega. Cut.
Young on first down. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
Yeah, their back's up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
Ready.
Young's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10.
Green jack.
And the slot man goes in motion left.
They'll get it forward to him on the touch pass.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Now Young here, you can see changing the play.
Red, red. Dog red.
They'll send a receiver in motion left. Young now.
And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now 4th down.
Now Lutz for the field goal try. This from 44 yards out, left hash. The kick by Lutz is good. And this is back down to a 7-point game.
So they were facing the deficit coming out of the locker room at intermission, and at least they're able to get the field goal to cut into that deficit.
Yeah, now your offense feels pretty good about itself, right? A little bit more up to speed coming out of the break. You turn to your defense now and say, hey, we got 3 there. We're chipping into the lead. Can you help us out? Hold them. And let's get the ball back for us.
The Charger drive about to get going. They're rocking and rolling, but the scoreboard doesn't show a big difference. You know, maybe it's one. And it's a fumble.
Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. Play action this time for Justin Herbert. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
And when you're in a one-score game in the second half, now's not the time to force the football into places where you shouldn't. And that's a smart decision to just get that one out of there.
On 2nd down now, it's Glover. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
So not a lineman, but the tight end instead this time, drawing the holding call.
And more what you're getting with tight ends are guys who are much more receiver than blocker. They may be willing, but that might not be their thing. Oftentimes, they'll be the ones getting the penalties.
On 2nd down, here's Herbert. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. A gain there of 30 big ones. The big play has him all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert.
Now a deep one for Johnston. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Raiders will take over possession here up at the 44. Well, these defensive coaches, they sure like what they've got in this rookie corner. And with good reason, as you saw there.
He only cost him a day 2 pick, and a lot of people thought he had first-round ability. But when he was available on draft night, that was one where you didn't need the full time to make the selection. You call that pick in early, and he shows why he was so coveted with that interception there.
Ready?
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he's going to get across midfield and into Charger territory. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
Kid had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end.
Ready?
Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. And good work there in open space, and he's got this all the way down now to the 32.
The pickup goes for 16 and a Raider first down.
Yellow. Ready?
Here's Young from the shotgun.
Well, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Chargers are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line. The one side gets an interception, but their defense comes on the field and picks him right back up by getting a pick of their own.
And I think you saw the same thing that I did, Brandon. As he ran off the field after making that play, we saw his quarterback seek him out and offer a personal thank you to bail him out a little bit as the offense takes the field again.
And the safety, Trayvon Merrick, up to make the play defensively.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play, so we will switch. Welcome back live to Orlando.
From the 38 now, here's a 2nd down and 6.
Let's go, let's go, let's go. Hey.
4 yards there on the keeper, but still going to bring up a 3rd down.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
Hey, Opie. Hey, go Lion. Let's go. Ready?
3rd and 2, Herbert. Able to find the open man. That's complete. Fighting through, and he's got space. Still going. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Justin Jefferson, 59 yards. And the Chargers are about to make it 4 straight as they add to this 4th quarter advantage. Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
Come on, set.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Meanwhile, Young's and this throw brought in here by Mayer.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up.
It's a gain of 23 yards. First down.
Drill, 52.
They will run out of the gun with Jacobs. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss.
Young, he's going to change it up.
Young now, off the play fake.
Throw out left, caught by Mayer.
They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. This offense so far on 3rd down, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. It's Young off play action. complete.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple of big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up fourth down.
It's desperation time. Young on fourth down. He's got his target. That's complete. Oh, he sheds himself free. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on fourth down. Fourth down, trailing in the fourth quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I looked down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays have been successful throughout the game that have worked in the distance you need, and that's exactly what they got done.
And he's just going to run right into that big old defensive end, and that play going nowhere.
Black open. Field black. Hey, red. White, white. Edo blue. Trail green.
Again, it's Young.
And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to third down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep two eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting two hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think can absorb that contact.
Young is intercepted for the third time this game.
This one back. It's a pick six and a Charger TD.
This defense just continuing to do their thing, and now they add on to that lead with another pick six.
And how about the way they've played this entire game? Not only have they put their stamp on it, but every time they try and mount an offensive challenge, they find a way to thwart it. And multiple pick sixes? Oh, yeah, they'll enjoy watching this tape after the game.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away.
And he'll elect not to run with it. The fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line.
Here we go.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive.
Their mini two-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Ready?
Now a second down throw for Young.
A short throw, and that's hauled in by Mayer.
And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. And now they're in the hurry-up.
Ready.
Jacobs going to try the middle. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. To throw on second down is Young. That is caught. It's Chris Godwin.
And they will get him down, but not before he gets very good yardage there, as that will lead us right into the 2-minute warning.
Here we go. Set. Set.
1st and 10, Young. He finds his man, complete. That's Fisher. And he's brought down at the 19 after a gain of 19. First down in the red zone.
22 needle. Red cycle. Hut, hut.
From the red zone now, Young. He finds his man, complete. It's Jacobs. Touchdown, Raiders. Josh Jacobs with a milestone career touchdown number 100. Joining Curtis Martin and Franco Harris at the century mark as he continues to climb the all-time list.
And the Raiders have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Charger drive about to get going. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. That's a good hard running there as he'll push his way forward for about 5. Good gain there on first down. It keeps him in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds and keep the clock rolling. They're in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. 134 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game. Herbert takes it and just pops it forward. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Well, that'll help the old passing stats. Remember, it was a pop pass, so it's not a wide receiver run there, Charles.
Well, I like the way that you scored it, and that's exactly how it goes into the books. But remember, he's had success throwing the ball the standard way in this game. And here, this little tap pass, it goes for good yardage, a little something extra in his repertoire.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for the Chargers, they climb to 6-2 on the year as they close in on the midpoint of this 17-game schedule.
And they will hit the road next week to take on the Kansas City Chiefs.